All right, I'm going to give you this list, and then I'm going to ask you some questions about these guys. All right. So, starting at 15, you have Cortland Sutton, 16 T. Higgins, 17 Tet McMillan. And that's when like he had a good season stats kind of end. You know, Ted had 70 for 1,007, and then you get to Debo as 18 with 72 for 727 and 5. And I guess there's probably some rushing in there, but not a lot. And then Diggs, Parker Washington, Pittman, you know, unfortunately he fell off quite a bit after
I
Giants
think
went
Diggs had
down.
over 1,000 yards though, didn't he?
He didn't. He did. You're right. He had 85 for 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns.
I just know that because he was one of my preseason predictions for.
Yeah, I guess that was a good year. 102 targets. His snap share was so funky
It was
throughout the
really
year.
weird. Imagine what he could have did if they like gave him a normal share of the
Yeah.
snaps.
It's actually 54% on the year, his snap share.
Yeah, that's crazy. 1,000-yard receiver with 54% of the snaps. That's crazy.
It really is. And then you have Drake London at 22. Obviously, he missed a bunch of time. And Devontae Smith at 23. Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb were the next two players.
I was surprised Igbuka wasn't on. Didn't you say Igbuka and he wasn't on there,
Yeah.
Austin?
Yeah, he's
I was surprised he wasn't on there.
yeah.
I thought
Igbuka's further
the
down.
early part of the season with the touchdowns would have floated him up there, but I guess it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, no, he's 27. He and Waddle and Metcalf are kind of a little group. Yeah, so I guess who's your favorite wide receiver in this group?
Drake London.
Oh yeah. Forgot Drake
Pretty
London was in
easily.
it. Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
So yeah, London.
I mean,
and,
I guess we can exclude him because it's all, injury kind of related happenstance that he's there.
London and Tet, and then what is T. Higgins a wide receiver one for you guys?
And what?
Dynasty for you, Chad. How high do you have Higgins?
I mean, definitely not a wide receiver one, but I mean, I like him. He's pretty much like in this range every year, right? Like
yeah,
high end wide
15,
receiver
16.
two. Yeah.
There's no avenue where he's a top 12 wide receiver for me.
I mean, not in his current situation, unless Chase gets hurt or something from day one.
Gotcha. What about Cortland Sutton? I mean, no, I'm not asking if he's a wide receiver one, but how do you view him? Yeah, he's the highest producing out of all of these players, yet his value is perennially like a second.
You have him on most contenders. That's kind of the way you do with Sutton. He's cheap enough that you can spend a second for him, maybe throw in this rookie that I believe in, and that's all it ever cost, and he's a flex every week.
Like Woody Marks.
How many
for you.
touchdowns did he have this past year? Because I feel like he just would never get in the end zone.
7.
No, that's not bad. Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, but it's not what you would expect out of Sutton.
No, not really.
Set.
I just because I had him on a number of my contenders, and I just remember being like really kind of on edge starting him, even in any wide receiver spots. Like at flex, I felt good about it, but like if I was depending on him in any game, I didn't feel great about it. It just felt kind of wishy washy a little bit.
Denver's wide receiver usage was super weird, so crazy throughout the year. There were times where they focused on Troy Franklin, and he looked like the wide receiver one in their offense. There's times when they focused on Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims. It's just there were stretches where they forgot about Cortland Sutton, and all of a sudden they go back to him. And then I'll be honest, I don't think he had the best year either. He had some concentration drops, and he didn't really play as well as he did the year before.
Yeah, I just pulled up his stats now, and it's crazy. Like I think this is what it was. There was a stretch from week 6 to the bye where he was like 1 reception, 6 receptions, 4, 1, 3, 4, and then 5.
And you just forget about him at that point.
Yeah,
like who cares?
Because you can't start him. He's let you down. He had one touchdown that entire timeline. So it was just that middle of the season up until the bye there in week 12. So week 13 is when he really started kicking off again. But by then you already had that distrust for him. So that always makes it hard with those kind of players that you're, depending on in contending leagues.
AJ Brown was wide receiver 12. Just wanted to let you know that, guys. And you brought up Michael Wilson earlier, Austin. Take a guess at where he is, actually, where he finished.
I have no idea. Apparently not 15 to 23.
11.
What? Okay.
That's pretty crazy. It's crazy. He got scored like half the season and outscored AJ Brown. That's
Michael
true.
Michael Wilson was statistically one of the best contested catch wide receivers in the league this past season.
Yeah, I mean, he was really good.
It's gonna be pretty awesome to see what he can do when the small quarterback is not throwing. I say small, like we're not the same size. Me and me and him are the same height, but
You're not a professional athlete.
I'm not a quarterback, so I'm not small, and he is.
All right, I don't think we need to belabor this anymore. Pittman, what's Pittman's price? What would you pay for him?
A second.
The same thing I'm paying for Sutton. You
What,
can kind of
really?
pick which one
You
you
see
want.
them? You see them the same? What kind of second?
I mean, this time frame, I want a discount because the season's done, right? Like in season, I think you could have, especially when he was like really kicking off and Daniel Jones was healthy. I think you're really shooting for like an early second at that point. I mean, you're probably not getting that, but I mean early second in value because if you're selling them, a contender's buying them, they generally don't have early seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now you're looking at that. I don't know the tier gaps, but that 204 to 206 range, that kind of price point is what I would expect to pay.
All right. Pittman, Sutton, or Devontae Smith?
It's still Smith.
Yeah.
It's not
makes
a
sense.
large gap, as crazy as that sounds, because I think the production profiles are going to be similar. But the hope is Smith's just turning 27 or might still be 26. I can't remember what we just said. We just talked about it, but
He's 27.
so he's a year and a half to 2 years younger than Pittman.
A year younger than Pittman, I think.
Okay, so you just hope that he has the opportunity to. Like I said, I think he's a little bit more. It's not as much as you would want it to be if you're a Smith owner.
I think it's just really just the perception, right? Like just
Yeah.
the name value of Devonta Smith kind of floats him a little bit, and you're always in the back of your mind hoping like, hey, maybe AJ Brown leaves this offseason. As unrealistic as some people think that may be, it is a possibility, right?
All of the beat writers think that it is going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too. I've been hate watching a little bit of Eagles coverage because they can't find an OC to save their life, and it's hilarious. But yeah, they all think it's gonna happen, like Jesse said. So interesting.
I don't, but maybe that's just wishful thinking. I don't want him to leave.
I would not.
I don't
either
think
as an
anybody
Eagles
wants
fan.
him to go.
Yeah,
that likes.
I
the
don't really
Eagles.
want him to, even not being an Eagles fan. I mean, I would love for him to be in a more potent, pass happy offense, but also like him being the center point of the passing attack.
After hearing that he requested a trade multiple times this season, in season, and
Isn't
then,
that crazy?
That is pretty crazy.
and then it really
winning
is.
team. He's like, get me out of here. I'm done.
I mean, dynasty wide. He's produced as a dynasty wide receiver 1. What do you want, dude? And then, and then had that playoff game. It's hard for me to envision him and everything working out just because they bring in a different offensive coordinator. I don't think that's going to be the thing that fixes everybody's thing. So, yeah. All right. So let me ask you, those guys, Pittman, Sutton, Devontae Smith, or Wan'Dale Robinson?
I mean, I feel like it's got to be Wan'Dale because you're hoping that he's going to either stay there and be a target hog or go
What were the
somewhere and
names
get
again?
the same 3 that he just brought up and Wan'Dale.
Oh,
Yes.
Wan'Dale. Yeah, it's got to be Wan'Dale.
Yeah,
just because the age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you hope you
And
get
he's a free
opportunity for-
agent.
Yeah.
He's going to get paid somewhere if he doesn't. I don't think he's going to be back on the Giants, to be completely honest with you.
He could get the Christian Kirk
Yeah, I think
treatment when he went to the Jags.
Yeah.
I think him and Alec Pierce see a
Yeah.
much bigger bag than the average NFL fan expects.
Oh, man, I've said it before, but I think Alec Pierce to the Bills would just be amazing.
I'm telling you guys, Alec Pierce is a guy. I like. Of course, I love Wan'Dale. He's a New York Giant, so I have a bunch of appreciation for him. Alec Pierce is a better football player. He's going to get paid somewhere, and he's going to look like a dude. I can't wait.